Insurance Toolkits is the premier platform for effectively quoting final expense, simplified issue term life, and Medicare supplement policies. That's right. The intuitive underwriting software eliminates potential declines and provides accurate quoting for dozens of carriers. Medicare supplement underwriting is one of the most difficult things we have to teach a new agent. Visit insurancetoolkits.com to start your free 14-day trial today. It's time to grow your agency like a guru. Introducing Go Guru Pro. The Go High Level platform allows for minimizing software-based subscriptions and grants control over several facets of marketing and communication. Automate your workflow, communicate with your leads, book appointments in advance, and house all your clients in one secure location. Visit goguru.pro and schedule your one-on-one demo today.
We're muted. What is up, everybody? Welcome to this edition of the Massive Games Podcast. This is my co-host, Johnny Brock. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff we were talking about, and we did not want you to know about it because it's very important, and it pertains to what we're going to talk about on this show. So if you thought you couldn't hear us, that was intentional.
Yeah, we were talking about
Top secret shit. Get your mic, Johnny.
Yo.
There you go. Johnny didn't even have a mic. See, I
The
told you we weren't
trio.
ready. You
Come
weren't
on,
missing
man.
anything. We didn't even have a mic for Johnny.
I'm about to hook up to this thing real quick here.
Be sure that if
We're
you're on
back, we're back.
Be sure if you're on Facebook, head over to StreamYard.com/Facebook so you can leave a comment and be featured so you don't look like this fool here. Facebook user, no sound. All right. We're here. Okay. What is up? Loose as a goose.
What's
up, Johnny?
What up, Kim?
What's up, Johnny?
What up, Steven? How you doing?
I'm good, man.
How you doing?
Today was a good day. Lots of automations. Boop, 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 boop.
Lots of
That's
zaps.
how I spent my day.
I hope that every day I get closer to my goals. Well, actually, I do.
My
get
goal
closer
is
my
to get
goals.
you closer to your goals without you even knowing it.
Dude, thanks. That is freaking awesome. Because if I hit my goals, we all succeed. You hit your goals, we all succeed. We all got the same goals, which is to conquer the freaking world.
Well, my goal is to help as many agents as I possibly can. And right now, what we have about 15, 20 agents locally that we're supporting day in and day out.
Yeah, you can toss that for me. Thanks.
Toss it. Throw it away.
Hey, Bill.
What's up, Bill?
Bill's been talking to a lot of agents out there. Gotta love that guy. He's the real.
There we go. That's more appropriate.
One person started the clap, and a bunch of people ended it.
Yeah, they were like, oh, is this for Will Chapman?
That's right.
That's right.
Without the agents, we are.
We are nothing without the agents, honestly. Like,
Nothing without the beneficiaries. I got a game I want to play with you,
They
bro.
make this all fun.
I want to play Would You Rather.
What's the game? All right, let's go.
You got to go type some good ones in.
You want me to type out that you're going to ask me like
No,
questions?
say good Would You Rathers. Would you rathers? Like the internet will have better ones than me. Like I'll say, would you rather eat a stinky ass turd or would you rather lick a mouse?
What was Eugene's the other day?
I don't know. It was really funny though.
Would you rather kiss an elephant or a matter baby?
I don't know what the hell that means. I heard him say that.
You don't want to kiss a matter baby?
I don't even know what any of that means.
You don't want to kiss a matter baby?
I don't know what that means. Kiss a matter baby. I don't understand it.
Ask me what it is.
What is it? What is a matter baby?
Nothing's wrong, buddy. I'm good.
That's stupid.
That was the point of the joke for you to say, what's a matter baby?
That's funny.
I didn't get it when he first said it too, but then he got Justin on it. And I thought it was pretty funny.
Look up some good ones.
Would you rather?
Yeah.
I think our audience has some good rathers. Is this kind of like the drinking game? Never have I ever?
No, just would you rather? Just
you want to play Never Have I Ever? No.
Let's play Would You Rather first.
Would you rather? Is this even a thing?
Yes.
Would you rather questions? Okay, I guess so. Shit, I'm behind. I don't even know what these would you rather questions are. 250 best would you rather questions for a good game night. Said Freeman. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future? Or 150 years? 150 years, bro. Like, well,
yeah,
that's a no-brainer. Sorry, question. Okay. We're going to get you another one. Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping or always forget the one thing that you need when you go to the store?
I'd rather buy 10 things I don't need.
I gotta go.
There you go.
I got a pretty shitty one for you. Would you rather stay in during a snow day or build a fort? Definitely the fort.
Well, the snow day that we had last year sucked ass. So
I liked it. I was having a blast.
Would you rather have Beyonce's talent or Jay-Z's business acumen? Okay, that's an easy one, right?
Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
I like my height.
I'm gonna have to go with 11 feet.
11 feet.
I wouldn't know.
9 inches, bro.
Can I 9 inches go my height?
9 inches actually may not be out that bad when you think about it.
I mean, you're like what?
I'm like 12 inches right now.
Okay. Yeah, what you got?
Well, if it's 150 years, do I know what happens 10 minutes ahead of time, or am I just 150 years ahead?
Right, you don't know
I would rather be able to
between now and 150 years. You just know in 150 years.
I don't think I would mind knowing what's going to happen in 10 minutes.
This sucks.
I think 10 minutes would be good, yeah. If I'm 10 minutes ahead of the curve, I could get way ahead of you. I can make a lot more money than you if I'm 10 minutes ahead of you, right?
Huh?
But if I was 150 years ahead of you, I could
pour it in
probably
a
make a lot of
glass
money
for me,
too. So.
Please.
Fucking bougie ass.
Go back to the stream. So if you are listening, please go like, comment, share, subscribe to Apple, Spotify, all the above. Give us a nice.
Johnny is a pro.
Give us some support.
Professional BS artist.
Yesterday, I got a little too comfortable on the phone.
What'd you do?
This lady said, I told her, I said, this is your friend, Johnny Brock. She said, I don't know you. I was like, well, you won't never know nobody if you don't talk to them. And I shouldn't have said that. But, you live and you learn.
What was her comeback for that?
I don't remember. She pretty much wasn't happy at that point. She called up to the office and she was like, we were going to call the cops. I was like, yeah, the cops are going to be like, okay.
You had this lady in fear, Johnny.
Her husband, she overreacted and her husband got mad about it. But it'd be like that sometimes.
I don't know you.
I just talk like I know them. Most people it works for. And then every now and then you'll get somebody that's like, how dare you assume that you know me? Assume that, it's just They don't understand.
Johnny tells everyone, "Hey, Shirley, how you doing?"
I do.
It's Johnny.
Over in Tupelo, you doing okay? All right.
You
nice
should
to
pull
talk
the
to
"Here's Johnny."
Blasting in your ear
Johnny Carson.
with some love. Blasting in your ear with some love. All right, people.
Maybe we should
need
not
a little.
talk the first 5 minutes, and everybody starts commenting.
Huh?
So if we just turn the sound off, everybody starts commenting in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, that'll help the algorithm.
Yeah, exactly. We're gaming the algorithm, man. We're all about gaming the algorithm. Have a good weekend, brother. It's 5 o'clock at the BBI marketing office, and folks are trying to go home. But guess what? Steven and Johnny don't leave at 5.
We leave at 5:40.
You want to be a legend? You want to be a star?
You want to be the baddest motherfucker at what you do?
You want to be
Better be
Justin
obsessed.
Brock level? Get obsessed.
Gotta get obsessed.
Get obsessed.
I'm so excited for 10X GrowthCon next month. Holy
10X
shit.
So, yeah, you and Justin are going to Grant Cardone's 10X GrowthCon down in Miami.
Yes, I'm so
Fucking
excited.
ballers, dude. Them tickets are expensive.
I'm gonna try to sneak in. I'm gonna try to sneak into.
Justin upgraded to the front row seat.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to like sit with him.
You're like, I mean, it's all inclusive, right? It's like two for that price. For that price,
He would
hell,
be
it's
so
two
mad. He'd be like, "No, you can't sit over here.
You're not piggybacking off my ticket. Get out of here." So this is my little brother. Send him up to the nosebleeds. But no, Justin did buy a ticket, and then what they called him like they always do, right? You buy something from Grant, he's going to call you and sell you on something else. But Justin actually purchased the upgrade, but I think it'll be worth it, man. If you sit in the front row to 10X GrowthCon, you've got to be sitting with some pretty big people.
I think so. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Most people aren't willing to invest that.
Yeah,
it's very exciting to know, the type of people that you could be.
Why did you decide to go?
Because I think it's an event that I need to be at. I think I need to.
Because you got too much money in the bank and you don't know what to do with it.
That's also
fairly
also true. I'm thinking about putting all my money into like land or something.
I'm thinking about putting 20s on a cab.
Thinking about 20s on a cab, dude. You got fucking 34s right now.
No.
How big are your tires?
It was an old Paul Wall and Chameleonaire song, but I'm not going to say it.
How big are your tires currently? The rims and stuff, the wheels.
I don't even know, honestly. 36-inch tires or something like that. 35-inch, 36-inch tires. I don't even know.
I get zero traction on Instagram.
I literally went to the car lot. I went to several car lots, but I kept telling the salesman, I want the biggest truck that you have. He was one of them. For what? Why do you need a big truck, man? I said, I don't need a big truck. I just want the biggest one you have. And he said, well, you're going to have to go over this other lot.
Because we got a much bigger truck.
So I went over to the other lot, and they had a truck very similar to Justin's. He's like, that's as good as it gets, man. That's like the only big truck that we're going to have. So I didn't even buy it that day because I was like, it looks very similar to Justin's. Then I showed it to Justin. He was like, do it. So I did it.
So he did it. And now we got two big-ass trucks sitting outside.
Two big-ass trucks.
I'm getting my Audi R8 pretty soon. Put right in the middle.
Johnny's going to park his little Audi R8 between our big-ass trucks.
Hell yeah. I just want to
It'll still look balling.
I just want to go fast.
It'll still look balling.
I just want to go fast.
Papa, you gone? It's kind of early. Oh, you going down to Anthony's?
You got to go down to
West Palm Beach. We're live.
We're live, dude.
Bro,
listen, Justin doesn't value our podcast at all, man. We're going to shut this thing down.
The whack ass no gains.
The No Gains podcast.
What y'all call it? The El Dorcos.
El Dorco podcast.
El Dorco.
Is that because I'm Mexican?
Season 2.
Is that because I'm Mexican?
It's because you're Mexican.
El Dorco.
I'm racist. But only towards Mexicans who can't speak Spanish.
Yo habla español.
No. Tú no habla español.
Poquito.
What do you need?
Muy poquito.
Muy poquito.
What do you need?
What do you need? What are you going to show us? All right, guys. Y'all talk to Will Chapman. We'll be right back.
Come here. I'm going to show y'all something.
Hey, Jonah, come over here.
Yeah, take our place, Jonah.
Jonah and Will.
Jonah and Will.
Jonah and Will show.
How y'all like working
All right.
What is going on?
Nothing much. Kind of weird here myself.
Yeah, you get used to it. So they're off looking at something, and I am going to take over here with Jonah, part of the marketing team. Why don't you tell them a little bit about what you do, Jonah?
So I just started here about a month ago. I have no experience really traditionally anything like this, but I'm doing website design, trying to teach myself, catch up. Keep constantly have to remind myself, like I try to set my standard high. So I keep having to remind myself, I've really only got just this month in so far, but everybody tells me I'm doing good. So
The dude is killing it. If you go and look at some of our websites and how much better they are looking, we have Jonah London to thank for that. So super duper awesome. Glad to have him aboard. So this is my first time appearing on the Massive Gains podcast, and I am thankful that y'all have supported our guys as much as you have. For me, I listen to them. I hear them all day long, but when they're here, you actually get a little taste of what it's actually kind of like, and the camaraderie that we have. And that's more or less what I guess this was all about to begin with, was to just connect with the agent on a more personal level, on a more real, we're all normal people level. So, I really wasn't prepared for this, but
yeah, I guess first time for everything.
well, yeah,
First podcast.
I guess we can just kind of talk about, what a day in the life looks like for me, since Jonah did. I am Will Chapman. I'm an agent, but I mainly focus on speaking to agents and servicing agents and helping agents field questions as often as I can. And then I also work very heavily into our CRM, trying to build out as many processes and make the process as easy for the agents as I possibly can. And it seems to be going pretty well. Very pleased with the progress so far, but long way to go, but that's a good thing. A lot of work to still be done.
Yeah, I actually used to serve tables with Will, and it's kind of crazy seeing him in this situation. He's really hit his stride. He's confident, knows what he's doing.
Jones the same, known him for a while too. And that was the cool thing, is I always knew that he had some artistic aptitude. He drew a picture of me one time on a floor plan, and I was like, well, that's really cool. So it just kind of stuck with me, and I was glad to see him come in, and I was glad to see him get that position, because I knew he would thrive in it. So, but yeah, I mean, come from serving, and really serving is really no different than what we do, trying to help people save as much as they can. I mean, we're providing a service, and we don't take anything. Just trying to help them as much as we can. So it's just from one service industry into another service industry, and also trying to add some of that hospitality element into this as well. So it's
yeah, you definitely learn a lot of skills that can translate into other careers from that.
yeah, you got to put up with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You can't say exactly what's on your mind, and that's probably a good thing anyway. We don't need to do that anyway, I don't guess, but it does teach you some self-control. It teaches you to be a team player. If you want your job to be easy, finding the people who are going to make your job easy and working as a team with them is always helpful. So, I mean, it's just a lot of things that you can pick up from that and bring over. But, there are parts of it that I do miss, and that's mainly the camaraderie between me and the people who I'm meeting. But, I enjoy this a whole lot more. So, but yeah, that is really all I have about my history. I mean, I'm not very, I don't have a whole lot going on. So.
Oh, you forgot to mention when you went to prison.
Oh, we don't talk about that, John. So they are still hashing it out in there. Your normal hosts. I'm not exactly sure about what. But
Yeah, what's the theme for this podcast today?
oh, I'm not exactly sure. They were having a would you rather competition a little bit earlier, or would you rather conversation. So it really wasn't too much of anything. I think they just wanted to get on here and do some talking and see if they can generate a little bit of conversation. Because if I know Johnny and conversation, that's kind of his bag, and that's what he banks on. So he loves
Johnny
it.
can talk.
So I guess you can talk to me a little bit about this, and I know that it's not exactly what you're doing right now, but you know a little bit more. We're also helping some different agencies out there develop their websites, we're also doing the books for them and some different marketing efforts and things like that. Are you involved in any of that? Do you know?
So slowly getting there, but from what I've gathered, what we're trying to do is there's a lot of agents that are, smaller, they've got their own brand going on and they don't have time or the skills to, worry about the other stuff, the downline, your stuff you might forget about besides what you mainly do day to day.
Right.
Stuff that just makes you look better. Just, a nice looking website can go a long way for some people. It's kind of like, dressing nice, you care about what you've got going on and your brand, your personal brand.
Yeah. And everybody seems to be happy with what we're putting out. I'm very, very pleased. And we have a very talented design and marketing team that we rely on extraordinarily heavy. So we're grateful for our marketing row over there. We got some really cool things coming down the pipe as far as the direct mail business will be concerned. So we're working out some things on that. We're looking into some different ideas as far as how to service some bigger models, some people who might have some call center ideas. So, I mean, we're just expanding, we're growing, and we're growing with everybody else. I think that's what makes it so cool. I think that's why people will respond to us the way that we do, the way that they do is that we want to grow with. We don't want to. We're in a good spot to continue to scale and scale quickly, but we're not anywhere where we need to be, and we're just looking forward to working hard and scaling and seeing everybody else come with us as well. And that's one of the coolest things about what we get to experience at the behind the agency stuff is when we have these agents coming in and they're just the coolest people you've ever met. Everybody's just talking to one another and sharing ideas and really, really growing, getting in, the getting in the room mindset. You hear it all the time, but it does make the difference, especially when you're around people with exactly the same kind of mind and the same kind of goals. So it's quite an experience, and we're all grateful to be a part of the ride. But I saw Johnny come back out, and I'm going to let him take back over. So I appreciate y'all listening, and have a good one.
Sign up.
Y'all are done? Yeah, you're back. I'm the hostess with the mostest. You out of here? Yeah. I'll see you later, brother. You know what they call me? The trio. They call me the trio. What's up, everybody? Hey, what's going on, man? Yes, there's no comments though. Ain't nobody on today. Ain't nobody fucking with me that day. Probably. Yeah, ain't nobody messing with it.
You leave Johnny, Will?
He's back. He's man enough for both of us.
What's going on? So I want to talk a little bit about tonality and conjecture. What it takes to be a top producer in Medicare. The answer to that question actually is to be very, very active. You want to have as much activity as possible. That's really the only the only thing. So it's literally, wow, 3 comments of what the fuck. All right, so the secret to being a top producer in Medicare is activity. Talk to as many beneficiaries as you can. I want to talk about tonality, conjecture, energy. So when you're talking to a prospect on the phone and they don't know who you are, do you really have to? Do you have to lead with them knowing that you don't know who they are, or can you twist it up a little bit? Throw a little bit of confusion out there of who they're talking to on the other line, and then bring them in with, good tonality, a nice, sweet voice with really, really good educational, authoritative skills. You really don't want to do the authority too much until you build the rapport. But to build the rapport, you need to feed off their energy. And based off of their energy, you determine what you say next. If they answer the phone and say, "Who the hell is this?" Then you want to go, "Hey, Jimmy, it's Johnny Brock. How you doing?" You don't want to say, "This is Johnny with Bobby Brock Insurance. How are you?" He's going to say, "I don't need any more insurance. Stop calling me.
I don't need insurance."
So,
who is this?
Who'd you say this was?
I don't need any insurance.
Bobby Brock Insurance. I don't need any more insurance. Thank you. That's
Thank
like
you.
my least.
Bye.
My least. I hate it. Hate it so much.
Okay.
Hate it so much.
Who you got on the horn, Johnny? A client?
Most likely.
Well, all right. I'm back.
Better than ever.
Johnny's back. Hope you guys enjoyed Will and Jonah.
I wonder what they talked about.
Jonah.
I wonder what they talked about. I'm sure it was a lot of positive.
Would you rather be chronically stressed or overstressed?
Would you rather have the face of 1,000,000 babies or the legs of 1,000 old men?
The legs of 1,000 old men.
I 100%.
It's the Senior Olympics.
100%. Oh man, you gotta love the note.
What is this?
You gotta love the note, boys.
You're going down a rabbit hole, Johnny.
No.
Another one. Another one.
Let's see. Here. Oh wow.
Tonality.
I didn't watch that.
Dictates the entire phone call.
Yeah, some people you can't help. Some people you can't help.
That you start the phone call with in the first 30 seconds. That person on the other side of the phone is going to make their mind up within that 30 seconds, whether they're going to keep talking to you, they're going to hang up, they're going to give you an instant objection.
Talk time equals production. Talk time equals production, whether it's face-to-face talk time.
Typically, the people that have the most talk time or the agents that have the most talk times in our group are the ones that have the most sales. They're producing the most. And guess what? We're in a game about producing. So what does it take to be a top producer in Medicare, Johnny? If I want to be number one on these leaderboards that are being posted like at the end of the year, quarterly, semi-annually.
Income producing activity.
What do I have to do?
Income producing activity. We've went up 7% today.
How many income producing activities? Give me an idea.
I think
you
should be doing, especially if you're by yourself, independent agent, you need to be doing 1,000 minutes a week.
Your first 6 months into it, on average, how many calls were you making on a weekday?
I don't know the numbers, but I just
your best guess.
You have to have a head, like a voice in your head telling you anytime that you're not actively, seeking income producing, results. You have to have a voice in your head.
I'm drinking an IPA.
You're being a scrub.
Hello. Hey.
It's all about income producing activities. That's it.
Okay.
We ain't got no motherfucking money. I wonder what I'm gonna do after this. I'm probably gonna go have some drinks.
Okay.
Because I'm the trio.
Okay.
Somebody just told me to speak with my chest. Apparently, I don't speak with my chest enough. Thanks a lot.
Okay, but what did you say the issue was?
At least they don't sound like this. What's going on, man? Steven's just taking calls in the middle of the pod. I'm going to get on here one day and live call Medicare supplement leads.
And how did you determine that he didn't qualify for LIS or that he didn't qualify? How did you determine that he didn't qualify for LIS? And what's his wife draw?
We drawing money. Not a
She
lot.
still works?
Maybe I can get some help from the stat.
Yeah, that's not good.
Got no engagement. Got no engagement. Where's my peeps at?
That's okay. What was the question? Is he in Mississippi? Tell him he needs to get a hold of
Look at that damn video, Justin.
one of these Three Rivers. It's like yeah, what they'll do is they'll like fill out all the programs and see what he qualifies for and stuff. There's one in Pontotoc, but they're all over the state. It's considered CHIPS.
Come
the state
on
health
now.
insurance program.
I think one thing that's important for people.
You could go to benefitscheckup.org. Yeah, that's part of the National Council of Aging, NCOA.org. Either one of them, you can go in and there's like a benefit checkups where you could put in everything that you're telling me and it'll tell what type of benefits he qualifies for, if any. Or if there's any pharmaceutical assistance programs that he would qualify for and things like that.
Who is that? Who is that right there? Comment your name for me. I'll be happy to talk to you and give you some pointers.
I think you
It's
should
not
have
hard to stay compliant. You educate.
Checkup.
So in the beginning, you're high energy. You're transferring energy. So, hey Jim, Johnny Brock here. You doing okay? You transfer a little bit of your energy to them. You listen to their response. When they respond, based off of the energy that they give, you're either going to have, it's either an easier call or a harder call. You got to do a little bit more convincing, or you don't have to do a little bit more convincing. But the main thing is you use education to build that rapport, because education is going to set you apart. Most people don't educate. Most people are like, please let me help you. And they're like, no. But you separate yourself by educating and asking a question. You educate, you ask a question. So that after you, because it's not non-compliant to educate. You educate them on Medicare, ask them about their situation, and then when you say, all right, I need to discuss plan details with you, it's very, very simple what I do at that point. When I discuss plan details, before I do that, I get a scope of appointment. And the way that I do it is I say, hey, I need to discuss some details with you. The government of course, the government loves regulations, so they're regulating Medicare. They make me get a document here. I'm going to send you a text message or an email. Which one do you prefer? So I don't tell them, hey, I've got to send you a document and get your signature. You don't want to tell them that. That people get turned off of that. I'm not signing nothing. So steps: high energy intro with confidence. And then you transfer that energy. After you transfer the energy a little bit, you can pivot to education. When you start educating them, you start standing out a little bit and you become the authority on the subject. And then after you brought them in, you feel like they're comfortable, a little bit more comfortable with you. I need to send you a text message or an email real quick. You don't even have to tell them what it is. Tell them I'm going to send you a text message or an email really quick. Which one do you prefer? You assume the scope of appointment. You get that document, and then you say, great, now we can get to the fun part where we discuss the details of the plan. The details of the plan are this, this, and this. Right now you have this, this, and this is why this new product is better for you. And then you assume that sale as well. You assume it all. So you educate, assume. After you get the scope, you go through the plan details. You tell them why as you're going through. It's better for them. And then you say, now, real quick, it's a very easy, simple process. I'm going to send you one more text message or email, whichever. It's going to be very similar to what you just did. So just bear with me as I complete this application and we get the ball rolling. And then you want to continuously ask questions. You don't want to give them too much time to sit there and think, It's so like a lot of people will talk themselves out of stuff. And at the end of the day, you're helping people. You know what's best. So since you know what's best, be confident in that.
And here's the reality. A lot of new agents that are in their first year are so worried about staying compliant.
It's so annoying. You need to come.
Well, guess what? You've went through all the carrier trainings. You've went through the AHIP. You know what it takes to be compliant. If at any point you're uncompliant during your call, nobody is going to know.
Yeah.
Not saying be uncompliant, but do everything in your power to stay compliant. The beneficiary is never going to know that you're uncompliant.
They don't even know what
do everything that you know that you're trained to do. Get your scope of appointment before you talk details. File that scope of appointment. Move on. Go through it. If you put that client in the best position and you're not doing things just for a commission, you're truly putting them on the best plan, you will never have a complaint and you will never have to deal with any compliance issues. Always do what's best for the client, and you will never have to worry about whether you were compliant or not. I'm not saying don't be compliant. Be compliant as
Johnny
best
says,
to your ability.
Client.
I do not say that.
But that's what you always say, Johnny.
I never say that. Only the ones who don't let me help them. If they're my client, if they're my client, I love them.
Yeah, that's a good point. If somebody won't let you help them, they won't let you help them.
Fuck them.
No,
it's okay. No.
Move on.
Move on. But
because
here's
you
the
don't
thing.
want to waste time on somebody that you can't help when you could be spending that time on people that you can help.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm a little bit like edgy and people take it the wrong way. I'm abrasive, but at the same time, it's a mentality that Eric Thomas talked about at the last conference that I went to, and he said, you need to have some IDGAF. Why don't y'all have no IDGAF? It helps with the fact that people are going to piss you off, but you shouldn't let them piss you off. It shouldn't bother you. They won't let you help them. Okay, great. They're probably in a shittier situation because they didn't trust you. It's their loss. Move on to the next. Who cares? Who gives a bollocks?
True.
Who gives a bollocks? Not me.
Well, at the same rate, you'll have people.
Every no that you get, you're that much closer to a yes.
Just a little bit closer. It's the law of numbers, right?
Unless you're really, really bad at sales, then you're just that much closer to the next no.
Yeah, and then you should call me and pay me $5,000.
No, but after a couple of months, you should figure out how many calls is it going to take me to get a yes, and then you just divide that by how many calls it took, and then you calculate every call is worth this much money, right? Every call is $5 in my pocket because I'm that much closer to.
If you call 100 people and you make 500, you made $5 a call.
Right.
I mean, it's really that simple. Activity breeds production and income.
What's that? Yeah, I was going to do it today, but I got their email signature set up. I got the leaderboard automated, so it's automatically going up there. But yeah, I've already got Jacob to make me the cards, the thank you cards, and the birthday cards. I'll do that, and I'll start sending the reviews out.
Yeah, because they got 6 on Google.
We doing it all, doing it big.
I was looking at that earlier. All 6 of them are us.
I know.
So, yeah, I was.
You're funny.
I was fixing all the Google My Business stuff for them earlier. We set up their LinkedIn. Add a little bit of things to their Facebook. But yeah, I've been trying to get all that going. Hopefully early next week we'll have it all.
Pretty excited to go to Cabo.
Cabo San Lucas.
I need to. I
going to
need to.
Cabo
I need
with
to.
us?
I need to get my passport taken care of.
Do that ASAP.
I'll go ahead and get it expedited.
Want a trip to Cabo San Lucas, courtesy of IFG. Their top producer list. What was the criteria?
I think it's 200 apps between April and April.
200 apps.
So by the way, I did just share this. I don't know who this is. I couldn't find their name on any.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't know how to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Facebook.
I want to know. Wish we could see which one it was posted on. Maybe it's the.
It's mine.
No, it would have been on somebody else's because I've already looked at yours.
No, the only way they come in there is right there on the Gurus group.
In the Gurus group?
Yep. It's the only ones that are coming through.
Oh.
For whatever reason, that's
Let's take a quick gander here.
Quick little gander.
Let's see.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Okay.
Where is that? There we are. Can
Maybe
you
it was
share
on Justin's.
Robert Braun?
Yeah, it was on Justin's. That's where it is right there.
I get it, kid.
There's 8 comments. You can't watch the stream, Johnny.
I'm not trying to.
Mute it.
I'm not really trying to.
I know, but you gotta mute it when you full screen it.
Why is it making me? Oh well.
Okay, but this is how hard you make it on us when you don't go to StreamYard.com/Facebook.
Yeah, we got to go and look your name up.
I mean, yeah. So we don't know who you are. We don't really care,
but we love you.
But we love you.
His name's Robert Bean, I think.
Robert Bean
or something like that.
Go to StreamYard.com/Facebook.
Yep, Robert from Raleigh, listening to your podcast. Man, we appreciate the support.
There you go.
Go to StreamYard.com/
Yep, and everybody would see your pretty little face.
StreamYard.com/ what?
Facebook.
Go there and go ahead and register yourself, Mr. Robert. And that way,
there's no registering yourself. It's I agree to allow StreamYard to use my profile picture.
Well, that's fine. But Robert, we'll be able to put you up here, and it won't say Facebook user, so it'll be like this: Tempest Welsh Brock. So we would like to throw you up there. Driving from Raleigh, North Raleigh, got some drive time. Awesome. Well, thank you for tuning in, brother. If you ever need anything, let us know. We'd be happy to provide some value to you and help you with whatever you may need help with, sir.
True.
We hope to see you at Medicare Con. Speaking of Medicare Con, wow, we're about 2 months out now. A little under 2 months out, and I'm really, really, really excited for it. Because the accountability that's going to be gained from that. That's what I usually like to preach about, the accountability. What was I doing? We're going to take a quick commercial break and talk about Go Guru University. It is pretty sweet, and you're going to love it.
It's time to train like a guru. Go Guru University is an ever-expanding, cutting-edge, interactive training platform with live weekly coaching calls constructed to train agents efficiently and compliantly. Go Guru University offers a library of training modules explaining Medicare A to Z, face-to-face and telesales training, SEO and other marketing, and much more. Visit goguru.university to schedule your one-on-one demo today.
Oh, yeah. Jenny. Oh, man.
Sun's starting to stay out a little bit longer. What are you doing, Steven?
Why is it a dot move?
What?
Why is this a dot move, Jacob? He's got to do better than that. I can't load a dot move. Who the fuck sends moves?
All I do is I do dance moves.
You do some dance moves? Well, I was trying to play us something, but I can't because it's a dot move.
What y'all doing tonight?
What you getting into?
I'm probably
What
gonna.
you trying to get into? What you trying to get into?
I'm going to Lone Star.
I'll go home.
We don't need divorces.
You
We don't need
you kept
that.
me out all night last night.
Shit.
That was Stark.
What did y'all end up doing last night?
Well, that was Stark's idea. I
Where'd
forgot
y'all
about
go?
that. We went to the grill house. And had a good steak.
Huh.
I ate a 28-day aged prime. Oh, excuse me, ribeye. It was charred, black and blue.
It wasn't good.
It was okay.
Well,
I didn't eat that. I didn't eat that.
Well,
Justin ate it.
I am
Okay.
about to go. I'm about to get up on out of here, boys.
All right. We are at the 45-minute mark. That means it's the podcast. Goodbye. Okay. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. You don't have to break their eardrums. We'll do a normal outro, okay? Justin's hating. Justin's hating on our massive gains because we get more views than his does.
Baby, too controlling.
Don't be hating, man. Don't be a hater.
When you get nasty back at me, but baby, don't distract me. I'm a goner. I lost her. Like, why the hell you want?
Insurance Toolkits is the premier platform for effectively quoting final expense, simplified issue term life, and Medicare supplement policies. That's right. The intuitive underwriting software eliminates potential declines and provides accurate quoting for dozens of carriers. Medicare supplement underwriting is one of the most difficult things we have to teach a new agent. Visit insurancetoolkits.com to start your free 14-day trial today.
Was on the team that